Hello everyone, welcome to Better PhD TV. Are you planning to get your master's degree or PhD abroad? Do you have no idea which country is better for you? Today I'm going to talk about the key differences between the United States and United Kingdom's education systems, especially graduate programs. A master's or PhD from a prestigious program from either of these two countries is highly regarded in the workforce. But which one is better when it comes to the entire process of getting a degree, as well as the value after getting it? The United Kingdom is home to a few globally prestigious universities such as Cambridge, Oxford, and Edinburgh. Having one of these names on your resume gives you an advantage. The US should not be underestimated though. According to a report by the Times Higher Education, 6 out of top 10 universities in the world are on American soil. Stanford, Harvard, Princeton, MIT, Yale, Caltech, a few of the distinguished names when it comes to higher education. Many international students strive to secure a spot in a graduate program at one of these universities. If you are at the point of deciding whether to relocate to either the UK or the US to pursue a graduate program, here are the 4 major differences between the two education systems. First, the duration. Let me start with the UK graduate program. Getting a master's degree in the UK takes less time than a US graduate program, but depending on the type of degree. In the UK, there are 3 types of master's degree. First, a taught master's degree, which usually takes 1 year to complete. This program is less intensive and may or may not include research depending on your field of choice. The second type is a postgraduate diploma, which usually takes 2 semesters without a thesis. Third option is a research-based master's degree, which usually takes 2 years. Students who intend to pursue a PhD program usually take this third option. While this is a UK master's standard course length, you might find different masters will vary in length depending on the course or institution. The UK graduate program is certainly more appealing to students who want to enter the workforce sooner. The duration would be also affect cost, which I will talk about in my second point. Let's move on to US graduate program. The most of a graduate program in the US requires a thesis in a standard 24 months period, while there are some non-thesis options. If you proceed to a PhD program, it can take 5 to 7 more years depending on the requirement. While some PhD programs let you immediately proceed to a PhD program from an undergraduate program, most require a master's degree in a related field as a part of the admission requirements. It is the same for the UK PhD programs, but the extra year required in a US master's program is a stretch many students want to skip altogether. Second, cost. Let's start with UK graduate program cost. The average cost of the UK master's degree is about £13,000. In today's currency, it is about 17,000 US dollars. Considering that most people only need 1 year to get a master's degree in UK, it may seem more affordable than studying in the United States. But this amount does not include the living cost. According to INVESTOPEDIA, living expenses in London amount to roughly $25,000 per year and about $15,000 if you live outside of London. Then how about the US graduate programs cost? Ivy League universities in America offer graduate programs for starting from $10,000 and can go up to $40,000 per year. However, tuition fees can be significantly lower in state universities in smaller towns. Regarding living expenses and costs also depend on the location of your graduate program. Living in a small college town could obviously be a cheaper choice than being in larger cities. Consequently, getting into a $10,000 per year program in a smaller town might seem like more affordable route. But if you have to multiply by 2, because most people take 2 years to complete their master's degree in the United States. If you can calculate it, UK graduate program is slightly cheaper because of the shorter duration. One plus for opting for a US program is the availability of more funding compared to the United Kingdom. Financial aid in the US comes in various forms, such as work study funding, scholarship, grants, and assistantship, but may only be offered to US citizens. However, there are big universities that have their own funding, which is allocated specifically for overseas students. In addition, there are universities that offer a guaranteed work and study program. There are government-funded scholarships for international students in the US as well. Third, term arrangement. Graduate programs in the United States usually follow a semester system. Most programs in the United States start in sometime in the middle or at the end of August and go until mid-December with a long break for winter holidays. Then it picks up around the middle of January and until May. Some schools, of course, adopt the quarter system as well. Most of the programs in the UK, however, follow a trimester arrangement or a quarter system. Normally, it is 30 weeks broken into 3, with roughly each term having 10 weeks of classes. Around that are the holidays, which vary between 1 week and 4 months. Your first and second term will often be your lesson time, so you will attend the lectures and seminars with the reading weeks in the middle. In the UK, the third term tends to have no teacher contact and is actually time for you to revise and submit major work such as your thesis. However, you will find tutors and lecturers are available on request if you book in advance. Then, once you have finished your last exam, you are off for the year. So while you may think your summer vacation starts in July, if your last exam was in May, that is when you will finish. Number 4, program and teaching approach. So let's start with the UK graduate program's teaching approach. The British higher education system believes in teaching in small groups. Lectures usually have 20 students or less. They also follow an individualistic of learning where course lectures are available online. Interactions with professors or working together as a group doesn't often happen in UK classroom. Another thing that is very different in UK is the examination style. Most programs do not test their students during the course. However, the students are required to undergo a 3-hour-long examination per course at the end of the semester. and examination grades will significantly affect their final grade. The examination grade is a determinant factor of the course grade. And how about US graduate programs teaching approach? The grading system is cumulative in US graduate programs. Factors such as class participation, quizzes, assignments, and group grades are added up to calculate the final grade. In addition to the course grade you receive, the success of your program may depend on how well you work with your advising professor and how well written your thesis is. Graduate programs in the US are driven by interactions and connections with peers and relevant faculty members. Graduate programs in the US and in the UK are both equally useful to your resume, but choosing one over the other will depend on your needs. If a third master's degree, which is less intensive and lasts 9 to 12 months without research, is enough for you to get the job you want, UK graduate programs might be more of your alley. Third masters are recognized globally. But if you want to expand your horizons in a certain field of study, going through a research-based US program would definitely be worth the extra years. Before you make choice, consider the differences I have discussed here: duration, cost, term arrangement, and teaching and program approach. If you already have decided on getting your advanced degree in either of these two countries, then please share the determining factor on your choice in the comment section below. A few minutes of your time sharing your experience can help the members of this community make more informed decisions. And if the content I covered in this video was beneficial to you, and please like this video and subscribe to this channel. As always, thank you so much for watching.